Take a look at Evan Blair's second wave.
Look at this. He sets it up perfect, comes down. You can see he's looking at it, hits the bottom, pulls it up, stalls just enough. Now he sets his line, and look at this position. Look at the lip in front. Completely disappears from the view of the judges. All the way through, it spits, and he comes out with the spit. And that's, as Shane said, what Pipeline's all about.
Unbelievable right there, and we're looking at two guys, Brett Batasha and Evan Valier, actually being really active without priority. Here's the reverse angle, trying to disappear. Take a look at the wall in front of him.
Yeah, you can see the thickness. He's actually down at the very end of the reef where it almost turns into sand and gets really square. And that wave right there, I mean, he was as deep and steep and all the stuff that the judges are looking for. I mean, that was just an incredible.
Excellent surfing, picked off the best waves throughout the heat, paddling out the back, and just taking a huge late drop, packing this one from super deep. Right on the buzzer. He just got out of the lineup for heat number 5. Kieren matched up with Ian Walsh. Perfect timing for Kai. He didn't have priority there, and he absolutely capped.
He heads towards the beach. See Jamie O'Brien. That could be nobody else except for Jamie O'Brien. The way he paddled into that and made that happen. He's going to get a little bonus barrel right here. Oh, just insane. I mean, this is, that right there, that's the way you want to start.
So he's going to narrow the gap a little bit, but he's got to do a lot more.
Right here, it's starting off small. John John's going to sneak through this thing. Watch him come out, fade, and get into this sandbar thing.
Oh, another bit.
Look at this wave. This is what he was looking for this morning, talking about this double barrel wave, and such a great wave.
John Florence is on fire.
Timing to get out of it. Luke talked us through it.
Yeah, but that wave wasn't that hollow at the very beginning. He knew exactly where he wanted to go. It gets through a chandelier there and just holds on tight.
He brushed off speed right there. Yeah, he knew he was going to have to come up slower and wait for it.
Fades down. Probably had a little bird's eye view of his house there. And went, yeah, I know exactly where I am, and just nearly the Larry Bertleman layback. Knew it was that hollow that he could do whatever he wanted in that wave, and comes out and goes, yep, that's what I've been looking for.
John Florence, amazing water angle.
See the high barrel? There's two waves in this. This is what I'm talking about, those double ups. See, there's actually two swells coming together there. He's taking the high one. He came into a little bit of a stall there, and he's trying to figure out, how do I stay back right here?
Into the next bit.
He just starts grabbing the rail, pulls up in there, and this is where he hits that real shallow shelf, and he just runs Kai Barger over and says, you just got to get a better wave.
Yeah, you got to do it.
At the second perfect 10 of the contest.
And once again, John Florence, right there, you saw him pass up that bubble we were talking about, and just the no grab to start off with, and so deep as he could have been on that wave, and coming out with the spit. That was classic ride Pipeline, and no claim.
And we're basically looking from the beach park angle. Here we go from the water angle.
What a good angle. That's just so classic. I love that angle those guys are getting from the jet ski. You can see him wide in his stance there, stand tall, and as the wave went way in front of him, he was at his deepest point. He grabbed the rail for extra control and coming out. I mean, that's as good as it gets.
Now, this is what the judges see. Maybe I think we're over at the Jamie O'Brien house. So from behind, look at that lip.
That's exactly what I want to see. I mean, if I'm going to give someone a 10, that's the kind of 10 I want to give him.
Look at him. He turns around. He's in the red. It's big. It's on Shane Dorian. He's got to go this. The crowd goes ballistic as he stands up high in the barrel. Actually, I knew he was going to stand high. Keeper's crouching, and there goes Shane and does a nice tail-free snap and makes that wave look. What wave. Let's see that replay. Surfing like this, but he packed it. Look how big this takeoff is, Joe. He grabs his rail all the way down. The pressure on his board is just amazing, and then he'll just stand upright. Once he makes the heavy section, he stands upright. Wow, Joey.
There's the spit blowing out, and he just decides to hack this thing. Look at this hammer he throws on this inside section. Just cracks it, trips the fins. Shane Dorian blowing up on the opening exchange. That set came right to him, and he loved it. Here's a beautiful classic pipe angle. Look at that bomb. How big is that thing, huh?
Oh, it's 10 feet solid. I mean, you know, you'd be calling bigger on takeoff. You know, it tapers off at the end, but
10 to 5-7. Kalani Chapman leading a 6-1-7. Here is Slater.
Yeah, you see Kelly taking off there. He just did not want to grab his rail no matter what in that wave. He could have grabbed his rail right off the bat, and there's nothing better than a no-grab backside barrel. He was pretty much as deep as you could ride on that wave. That was fantastic. And look outside, and there was Kelly doing this.
Kelly Slater, look at this from the water, and it just real size, real time.
Oh yeah, I mean, just how perfect was that when Kelly coming, just answering back to Kalani's ride. Kalani probably matched what he needed to get ahead of Kelly. Kelly goes, oh really? Okay, I'm going to go for one, and I'll show you what make it that much harder for you. So look at him set it up. He just leans back into it, pulls right inside of it from the Kevin Priggin angle, just completely disappears from it, and then comes flying out at the end, just loving it.
Water exploding off the shallow reef.
An insane wave of backdoor, steep and deep. Oh, a lot of foam in there, and Kelly, that was unbelievable surfing. That was insane, and
Kelly Slater, what's the score, you think?
oh, I don't know, man. That was a big wave. The size of the wave was there. Was it critical? Yes, it was very critical. A wave was hollow. It was so hard to ride. It was, I mean, considering today's funky conditions, that was going to be that's a huge score no matter how you slice it.
Kelly Slater weaving through this barrel, wave number 5, and the judges, there's various different angles we're looking at, and every angle looks very challenging for Slater. He makes. Go looking at pipe right here.
He's looking at this left. It looks like it's going to be a really fast one, much like his last wave. Running and gunning, coming out. Parko loving it. Is I mean, it's got to be right up there. Look, you can see this wave, Dave. He's just going as fast as possible. Eyeing that end section. It looked like complete closeout at this point, and he just squeaks right out. Unreal, and you can see his body language right there. He was absolutely loving it. Not every day do you see Joel Parkinson claim, but he's feeling it at this point. And one of the most important things about this situation is, look, Joel Parko just got this insane wave. Meanwhile, Kelly's still on the inside, and Joel is going to get back out there. Look at the peace signs.
Look at the defeated Evan Belair and Gabriel Medina, and here we go.
KP looking back door, standing up on a frothy one. A little bit deep on that one. Can he come out? Is he going to find his way out? There we go. That was insane, Dave. These guys are working so hard for these scores that it finally panned out.
I'm looking at his back foot and how he's working. I don't know if he was. How did he come out of this wave?
I don't know. He's just, he had to just widen his stance a little bit there. I think he knew that it's a little bit frothy, a little bit foamy, and he just muscled his way through there, and you can see his body language just loving it.
A section right here, maybe somebody would have doggy-doored right here, but here's another collapsing section.
Yeah, I mean, this is the wave of the heat so far. I mean, there's no doubt about it. That wave had all the makings of a huge score, and KP being in the right place at the right time, making it happen.
Clean to his feet.
Yeah, I love waves like this at backdoor, and KP, he's been out there so many times, and last year he was putting on a clinic on these rights. It was this size. He got a ton of them, and he got a ton of them even in the final, but it just wasn't enough. And he was so heartbroken last year. He was almost the pipe master. He was winning the whole heat until the very last couple minutes, right?
This is a guy who's been on tour for 20 years, and he has never won a contest. This is amazing.
And it could all be happening now. Joel Parkinson is smiling for him. This is a special